What if I tell you that there's a simple rule that lets you nail your exposure without even looking at your light meter, or when you shoot a vintage old film camera with a broken light meter? Have you ever wondered how photographers made perfect exposures before digital cameras, histogram, and built-in light meter? The answer is Sunny 16 rule. It sounds impossible, but photographers have relied on this technique for decades, and it is still working amazingly well. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how Sunny 16 rule works, when you should use it, when you should not, and how it can make you a faster and more confident photographer. What is Sunny 16 rule? Sunny 16 rule is a simple exposure guideline that says you set your aperture to f16 and your shutter speed is going to be a reciprocal of your ISO or ISO. For example, ISO 100, set your shutter speed to 125. If you are shooting at ISO 200, so your shutter speed is going to be 1/250th of a second. And if you're shooting at ISO 400, your shutter speed is going to be 1/500th of a second. That's it. So these settings will usually give you a proper exposure under midday sunlight, and there's no need for light meter. But why does it work? The amount of light reaching Earth on a clear day is surprisingly consistent. Because light is consistent, photographers developed this rule to estimate the exposure with remarkable accuracy. Even today, professional photographers use it as a quick reference. Think of it as a starting point, and from there you can adjust your setting when the light changes. For example, let's suppose that you are outside on a very bright sunny day. Your ISO is 100, your aperture is f16, and your shutter speed is set to 1/125th of a second. Now let's say that you want a blurry background. Instead of f16, you want to set your camera to f8. Shooting at f8 means that you get 4 times more light into the camera or on the film. So what you have to do, you have to compensate for that light. The way to do it is to increase your shutter speed. So instead of 1/125th of a second, you have to change it to 1/500th of a second. You're going to get the same exposure as when you're shooting with ISO 100, f16, 1/125th of a second. The exposure is going to be the same, but depth of field or DOF changes. This is a perfect example of exposure triangle in action. The Sunny 16 rule is about exposure value. It is not forcing you to shoot at f16. Instead, it is giving you one correct exposure combination. From there, you can choose any equivalent exposure. Instead of shooting f16 at 1/125th of a second shutter speed, you can shoot f11 at 1/250th of a second, or choose f8 at 1/500th of a second, or shoot 5.6 at 1,000th of a second, and shoot f4 at 2,000th of a second. Every one of these settings is gonna produce the same overall exposure. The only thing that changes, as I told you before, it's gonna be your DOF or depth of field. But what happens when the light changes? Of course, not every day is sunny and bright. As the light dims, you're gonna change the aperture. Here's a handy guide. In a bright, clear sunny days, shoot f16. With a little haze, shoot at f11. In a cloudy day, shoot f8. During heavy overcast, shoot f5.6. Open shade, shoot at f4. And at sunset and heavy shadows, shoot f2.8. Each step lets in twice as much light to compensate for the darker condition. Once you understand this pattern, estimating exposure is going to be much easier. Now let's talk about why is the Sunny 16 rule still useful today. You might say that my camera has a light meter, why should I learn this? That's a great question. There are several reasons. First of all, it's going to help you to understand the relationship between ISO, shutter speed, and aperture, or as photographers call it, exposure triangle. And the second reason is that you have a backup when your camera light meter fails or fools you. For example, if you are photographing a snowy scene or just taking some shots of somebody with a black jacket, your camera meter is gonna overexpose or underexpose the scene. But knowing Sunny 16 rule is gonna help you to get a proper exposure. The biggest mistake is to use Sunny 16 rule in wrong lighting. It is designed for bright, clear, sunny days. If you are standing under a tree in a canyon or you're shooting a sunset, you have to adjust your exposure. Another mistake is forgetting to match your ISO with your shutter speed. If you are shooting at ISO 400, you cannot shoot at 1/125th of a second. You need to match ISO 400 to a shutter speed of 1/500th of a second. The Sunny 16 rule is something like over 100 years old, but still is one of the best ways to understand exposure. It teaches you how aperture, shutter speed, and ISO work together to get an accurate exposure. And most importantly, it builds confidence shooting manually. The next time you're outside on a clear, bright, sunny day, just switch your camera to manual mode and try the Sunny 16 rule, and you're going to be surprised with the accurate exposures you get every time. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I post a new video every week on Monday or Tuesday, and by subscribing you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you have ever used the Sunny 16 rule, just share your experience with me. I would love to hear from you. If you have any question, just leave it in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them. As usual, take good care of yourself, keep shooting. I see you in the next video. Cheers.